Hello to you all once again. Welcome to the PyScript programming course. Today we are going to take a look in the risk management part of a strategy, how to properly make a stop loss and a take profit level, and discuss between the direct stop loss and dynamic stop loss. Although in general my preferences is to use a dynamic stop loss. However, I can teach you how to also use it directly, from the alert itself, but yeah, on the alert is going to come on the next session. So yeah, let's get on with it. As you may already know, we have here the strategy which we put together with the moving average type, MACD, OBV, and volatility. So once we have all of these, now it's time for us to start with the risk management into it, because this strategy is only exiting once it's hitting the reverse condition. So let's get back to the data. I want to put here 700 and 200. We have, this was BTC, and this is for example for the ATH. Now to all of this, later on I will apply some other conditionals into it. Now for now, let's go with the risk management. Give me one moment please, because I want to make here an appointment, and here share strategies made. So let's get on with it. We will have, as I said, let's go back to the settings. We'll make this one bigger because this is what we need. We will enter here. So this is going to be long entries, long inputs. Here, this is going to be entry logic, entry and exit logic. And here we are going to have risk management, TP and SL. So let's get on with it. We will have a profit, TP, long, profit in ticks, long. We will have loss, SL. No, but we can put like this without profit. TP long, TP ticks long, ticks long, TP ticks long, TP long, TP ticks long, SL long, SL ticks long. The TP long is going to be the value, so in this case it's going to be a float, and this float, for example, we want to use, we can start with 100%, and we will have a TP, it's a TP percentage for long entries. Step, no, we don't need any step. I can keep it like this. And this is going to be of the group of risk management. The TP ticks long is going to be close multiplied by TP long divided by 100. So let's say you want 20% from this place. So in theory, 20% from this place, it would be this. It would be 3751. And to calculate this, we take the normal place and we sum of the addition on the entry close value with this formula. Now we want to do the same for the short. So in this case, input float. Well, for now we keep it like 100 and we modify it after. This is going to be ESL percent for short entries, and the group is going to be as well risk management. And in this case, the calculation for it is going to be close minus close multiplied by SL long divided by 100. We have the long. Now we can do the same for short. We can just copy all of it. In this case, it's going to be short. The changes short, short, TP for short, see this one was a mistake, TP for long. The calculation is going to be for profit with minus, and the TP is going to be plus, because it's reverse of the take profit. We have them. Now it's time to make one entry type, because here we will have a pyramid, if I'm not mistaken. So you can see you have initially 248, but if multiple conditions are being met, like for example you can see here, we will enter multiple types, but we just want one entry. So we don't want any pyramid in this one. So for this we are going to make the true long logic, and after that is going to be the short long logic. So we'll start creation of variables. Long opened is going to be false. Var int time of by long is going to be none. Var float TP long final, which is going to be none, and var float SL long final, which is going to be none as well. Now our true long entry is going to be this one, and not long opened. Now if we have a true long entry, then the long open is going to be true. The TP long final is going to be TP ticks long, and the SL long final is going to be SL ticks short. Then of course time of by long is going to be time. Yeah, we have to modify with two dots equal. Let's continue. Now the PT trigger, the TP long trigger, is going to be long opened 1, because we need one position in it, and technical analysis crossover of close of the candle with TP long final, or TA crossover of high and TP long final. What does it mean? So when we have 20%, we are here, we make the 20%, we check that the close of this candle or the high of the candle close with the 20%, and that we are going to send an an exit sign. And then we want the same for, it's going to be SL, short trigger, but in this case we will have a cross under of close with SL, long final, and a cross under or a cross under with low and SL long final. Now it's time for us to truly exit. So for now we are going to have long exit signal, which is going to be either TP long trigger or SL long trigger, or we'll have a long exit. This long exit is coming from here, from the short entry. Then once we have all of these, when we are going to exit, then long exit, in this case long exit, it's going to be long open at 1 and long exit signal. So we have one entry of long and we exit based on this condition from here. Now once all of this is right, so once we truly exit, then we have to reestablish everything to how it was. So we have no open position, time of buy long is none, TP long final it's none, SL long final it's none. So this is the true long logic. So now, instead of exiting with long entry, we are going to use true long entry, and instead of exiting with long exit, which was previously, we are going to use this long exit to make sure we only have one trade. And now, if we only allow us to have long entries, in theory, if I'm going to apply the pyramid system, we will have no change. You can see we have no change because now we only have one entry, which matters, which is what it's interested for us. And then with all of these that we have right now, now we can look into the take profit and stop loss values. So you can see for the take profit, for example, stop loss, if we want to use a 10% stop loss, or a 5%, or 25%, or no percent at all, it would be 100. Now we can play with these settings. But in general, you can see that we can go from what it was initially. You remember, such a low win rate. Now our stop loss is huge. Now our win profit now is huge. So you can see that our losses on average, well, this value looks like it's not properly calculated. Yeah, but we can see from here, if we enter in the list of trades, we can see that in general we exit at the end of the candle, and that it can be 1%, less than 1%, or more than 1%, you know, based on that value. Later on I will show you how to make it fixed calculations as well. But for now, let's keep it like this. For now. So yeah. Now that we make sure that this one works, and I want to check, for example, let's check, for example, for a 10%. Yeah, something like this. At the moment, I'm not sure. I don't know why it looks like I made something weird. Close minus closed. So here trader win it's 1%. Oh. 1 with 1. Yeah. So you can see that, for example, here we went 1 and we enter here. We enter 1 and we end there. Okay, yeah. Now it's good. Yeah. 1 to 1. You can see that if we would use a 1-to-1 ratio, we'd have a 70% win rate, which is very good. But yeah, you'd have to work into the settings and make it much stable. So in this case, for example, this loss, I don't understand why it was 6. Weird that this loss didn't trigger here. It should have triggered directly. But yeah, look, to make sure that everything is correct, I'm going to take this same part that I have from my own, and we're going to make the change here, so I don't have to waste more time. Going to be like this. So instead of short entry, short exit, and here we have long entry, going to enter with long entry from here. We are going to exit with long exit. We are going to enter with short entry and short exit. So now we have it 1%. Yeah, now we can make sure that it's always exiting 1% or lower. Yeah. So we go 1 and 1. There we go. This is much more. Okay. Let's remove the short entries, or we can use the short entries as well. 1 and 1. So for short entries, something that can work for us. Okay. 5, 10, 5, 10. It's like a 9%. Too big drawdown. I like that. .5 with 9. 9 with 9. We can go with this one, I believe, for now. And this one we don't want anything. So yeah. You can see that our initial, if you remember, guys, when we started with this trade, our profitability was 30-something%. Now by just adding dynamic risk management into it, which is mostly just for short, you can see that this would be our initial values. You see, so our initial values was 34% win rate, 250 trades, 3.8 thousand, almost 800 drawdown. So if we're going to make the settings with at least 9, you can see by this, yeah, we increase the number of trades, we reduce the profit factor because, sorry, we have more trades, but at least as well we increase the profit by a huge margin. And I believe with some other settings it can be done even better. You know what, yeah. Well, I'm going to keep it 9.9, or if you want, okay, 8 as well. Oh, it's up to anyone convenience, however they want to use them. But the point is that you can see that it can increase by a huge time the profitability, you know, of a strategy. So yeah, we can keep, for example, 9.7 or yeah 9.9. We can stay here because more or less it's an okay value. Now we have all of these, and yeah, if we take a look into BTC, let's take a look into BTC. So you can see that initially we had 700% with 200, 32% win rate, but now we have 38% win rate and 1.1 with 300. So yeah, by adding a security system into it, risk management, into it, you can see that the strategy is fairly more profitable right now than it was previously. So yeah, that's the importance of risk management inside of the strategy. Once you have something good, when you are going to add it, it's going to work much better. On the next lesson, we are going to take a look on how to build the alerts, and once we have that, we are going to take a look at some tips on how to properly update the strategy and make it even more powerful. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you next time.